As we're starting to get used to fasting, we tend to try out new and maybe even more challenging dishes. So I have the perfect dish for you, shish Barak. It may take some time, but it's the perfect make-ahead dish, and I assure you that it's definitely going to be worth the work. Hi, I'm Salah from Middle East Monitor, and today I'll be showing you how to make shish Barak. Growing up, my dad called this dish cat's ears, and we loved it. Why the name never put us off is a mystery, but I assume it's because they tasted so good we didn't actually care what they were. The dish is actually called shish Barak, and although it is a bit tedious, it is worth the trouble. Like many of the dishes in this Ramadan series, shish Barak is a perfect way to show your guests just how much they mean to you. These delicious dumplings are the Arab world's answer to ravioli. Stuffed with meat and cooked in a garlicky, herby yogurt sauce, they are seriously addictive. Since I set aside a good amount of time to make these, I usually make a couple of batches to freeze, and they are always a godsend on days I'm craving some comfort food or have last-minute guests. Believe me, you'll thank yourself later for keeping these in the freezer. Versions of this dish are made not only across the Middle East, but also in Central Asia and the Caucasus, each with a slightly different filling and sauce, but all pretty much the same idea. The recipe has been made in the Arab world for centuries. It appeared as far back as the 15th century in the popular Arabic cookbook from Damascus, Kitab Al-Tibakha. The name is believed to be derived from the name joshpara, with josh meaning to boil and para meaning a bit. While they are time-consuming to make, dumplings are actually pretty easy. You want to make sure your dough has enough time to rest so it's easy to roll out. And when you do roll it out, you don't want to roll it out too thin so it doesn't break in the sauce. Don't overfill them and make sure you pinch them tightly so they don't pop open in the sauce. The yogurt sauce is pretty much the standard yogurt sauce used in many Middle Eastern dishes. Just make sure you keep it on a low heat so it doesn't split. Some people like to cook their dumplings in the yogurt sauce, but I prefer to brown them in the oven first because I prefer the texture. If you are making several batches of your dumplings, you can freeze them in Ziplocs after they're out of the oven and cooled completely. Serve these on their own with an extra sprinkling of toasted pine nuts or with a side of vermicelli rice and enjoy.